So my name is Dany Medina. I'm from Colombia, South America. I live in the capital of my country, which is Bogota. I am a student at Lamson College. I'm majoring in both business and mathematics. My plans after graduation are they really depend on what happens, just because as an international student, the opportunities are not as broad as we wish they would. So if I get to do a practicum, I can stay. I can also stay if I get a job offer. Then I'll have to apply for a work visa and I'll be able to stay in the US. Otherwise, then I'll have to go home and find a job there. I work in the Office of Admissions as a work study for the past 3 years now. And I also work for the Office of Student Success as a tutor. It's really cool because you get to meet a lot of students and help them in different ways too. So when I first came to the US, actually, it was my first time out of the country by myself. I don't have any family here, so all my family was there, and the easiest way for me to fly here was through Miami because my English was very, very basic. So when I came here, I didn't have much experience with the whole college experience, especially because back home we don't have dorms in schools. So it was very interesting because my first night in the school I went to in Greenville, I didn't have a pillow, I didn't have my bedding, I didn't have anything, and I had not realized you guys had seasons either, which we don't back home because we're right in the equator line. So it was such a crazy adventure basically because our school year goes from January to November. Here you guys go from August to May. So I came in the spring thinking it was the same way. So then I realized we were in the middle of winter and I had no coats and I was not prepared for the winter. Thankfully it was South Carolina, so apparently it wasn't that bad, but it was still tough. So the school I went to is a Christian school, which I'm very thankful for because a lot of people start hearing about my story about this crazy Colombian that came to the United States to play soccer and did not have any money, was still getting adjusted to the whole thing, the whole transition of changing countries and languages, and it was just crazy. So they started spreading my story throughout campus, and when that happened, a lot of people started helping me. So every time I came back to my dorm room, there was another piece of clothing on top of my bunk bed, and they were helping me, giving me rides to the grocery store, and just be able to help in just the different ways I needed to with my classes and the transition for it to be easier. I think that the main piece that just by experience, research the place you're going to. Because I was so excited of coming to the US that I didn't realize they had seasons. I wasn't prepared for a lot of the things. So it was a culture shock at first. It was definitely an adventure, but just research the place. My favorite thing about Gaffney is definitely community. I found a really nice church that I go to, Central Baptist, and it's thankfully really close to the campus. So I like the community aspect of it because it's like a family here.